Well, here we are, and it's not Empyrean Galactic Survival. It's Citadel forged with fire. Viper Bronco, aka Almasty, suggested that we had a go at this. So, this is what it looks like. This is me, this is Bill. He's seen better days, hasn't he? Let's be honest. But let's have a look. So, we're not starting from scratch. I'm level 21. It takes quite a long time to get going in this game. So I didn't fancy starting over. And the starting quests are pretty self-explanatory. What I thought I would do though is show you a few things. So, the map of Ignis is always the same. This is it here. You start off in one of the safe zones, either Heathcliff, Eastreach or Raincourt. And I'm up here near the Woodland Lookout, so kind of north of Heathcliff. And the reason I'm showing you this is because this is what a metal boulder looks like. And so are these. And this is just rock. Everything else is just rock. It's these ones here that give you the iron ore, as well as some stone. Hopefully. There we go, stone, gold ore, iron ore. There are precious rocks that you can come across, they're a bit rarer, and you generally find them in cave systems. But these ones give you a mix of ores and stone. Can you see they've got a sort of sheen to them that the other boulders don't have, almost like they're wet. So these ones, all you get is stone. Stone, stone and more stone. You'll never get anything but stone out of those rocks. So you generally find the iron ore giving rocks by lakes. Yeah. And not very, very close to the shoreline. Of the sea, I mean, on the map. Have a look on the map. You won't find iron ore along the shoreline here, but you may find it around the edge of lakes. Keep finishing this rock off, or we're going to get a stone. But I will shortly be able to build with stone, so at some point. Although, perhaps not the most exciting thing to watch. We'll finish it off eventually. And it does actually demonstrate one of the points of the game. There's a lot of grind to this. Citadel forged with fire. It takes time to get anywhere. So this is on one of the servers, the official servers, European, because I'm in Europe. And I'll put the link to that server in the description below. So we'll just get this last boulder and then we'll head for home, whilst it's still not dark. Okay, now this in front of me is a fast travel tower. To use the fast travel system, you need to get to a fast travel tower first and unlock the location. But once you've done that, fast travel between the locations is instant. Up and up we go, round and round and round, until we get to the top. There we go. So this is an activated fast travel. And any of these monuments you can go to. So let's go to this one, which is close to home. Boom, we're there. Now, that's our home down there. So we shall equip our broom. And let's fly. I think it's about level 10 you get the broom. And that makes getting around an awful lot easier. But you'll see my mana in the bottom. Oops. Is dropping. 225, 221, 214, 200. So we'll stop flying. And your mana doesn't automatically go back up, nor does your health. Now I have a ring that gives me +2 mana. But for some reason you can't wear a ring and use the broom. So it's one or the other. But you'll see now my mana is gradually going back up. And that's really important. You need something in your inventory that gives you mana regeneration. Now I've got the level 2 ring because I've been around for a while. But it is possible to make a level 1 ring. And I think you can do that at level 9. So that gives you +1 mana per second. And the reason that's important is that when you're using the utility spell to collect resources, that uses up your mana. And it uses it up at 1 mana per second. So if you have a ring on you that gives you +1 mana per second, that cancels it out. If you've got +2 mana per second, I'm actually getting mana back even when I'm collecting resources. So this is our inventory screen. You can see my health, mana, damage, carry capacity. The clothing I've made, it's always worth making 4 or 5 of any item, because what you'll find is one of them might have extra goodies on it. So this one, for instance, most Solomon's hats will just be armour, 13 armour. But this one's also got +53 health and +52 mana. This initiate robe has 8 movement speed, 1% magic find, 103 health, 94 mana and 2 critical chance. They're just plain. Yeah, and that's 12 movement speed. The staff is what you get at level 20. As well as doing 123 damage, it adds mana, additional damage, health, cooldown reduction and critical chance. Now that mana and health, that's your maximum is increased. It's not regeneration. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll show you how to do spells. But first off, I need some more stuff. Do I? No, I might be alright. Have we got precious stone? We haven't. Wrong chest. Precious stone. And have I got natural essence? I've got loads of natural essence. Okay. So, when you're doing a spell, you need to have the item that you're going to put the spell on in your hand. So I've got my big staff. Now here you can see my arcane missile spell. It starts off with a border that totally goes all the way around it. And my arcane missile, I've used up this much of it. So there's this much of the border left. Now my utility spell started off the same, covering that whole thing. But now there's only this tiny little fraction of it left. Now normally I would use that up, but just as a demonstration I'll show you how to do it. So I want the utility spell in this on my right mouse button, so I click there. The utility spell uses nature's essence. So, oh, did I just put 7 in there? Well, we'll see. And it's utility. So it's utility, nature, and I can now craft a spell. Now what I'm going to do is add precious stone, because I've got it, and feathers, because I've got them, and we'll add some fairy dust as well. So what those do is those add 12% spell energy to the spell, and 10% range, and 7% range. So if we craft that spell, there we go. And if we leave this screen, you can now see at the bottom of the screen that my utility spell, the right hand one, has a border right the way around it. It's totally repaired. There you go, totally all the way around. Now, to work out what does what, which essence and which magic school do what, where and when, frankly, you need to download a spreadsheet that tells you. You could faff on for hours trying to work it out, wasting resources, and it's much, much easier once you've got the actual spreadsheet in front of you. And I'll put a link to one in the description below as well. So that's the spells. Crafting. Some things you craft in your own inventory. Let's do hide. Some things you need the appropriate bench to refine them at. And I'll show you that in another video. Knowledge. As you level, you get knowledge points and you can invest them in things. What I should have done was gone with wand, because what I'm mostly using for attack is my arcane missile spell. But the staff looks cool, and I'm now on the 3rd level staff. As soon as you can upgrade your weapon, upgrade your weapon. It's absolutely essential. It's worth making your own armour, because when you make it, it'll quite often be the basic plus additional bits that are fairly random. And those additional bits can massively increase your health, your mana, all sorts of things. These are the rings. I think you get the first magic ring at level 9 and the second one at about level 15. I would definitely recommend the mana, because what I do is I have the mana ring replenishing my mana, and then I have a spell on my secondary weapon that uses mana to restore my health. So I still just need mana. I don't need something that can actually make health. So you've got weapons, armour, helpful stuff. In the second tab you've got recipes, potions. You need the cauldron to make potions. And equipment. The broom I think is level 10. Definitely worth getting as soon as you can. And then this is the construction stuff. So I've unlocked all the wood, and I have yet to unlock the stone, because that's 3 points per pack. And you only get 3 or 4 points per level. So it's a slow process. I've got lights, got some decorations, and these are the utility things that you can get. So you need the cauldron for making potions. Deconstructor can take things apart. And these are level 20 items, the farm plots and the sprinkler, which I haven't actually made yet. Storage chest, mana generator to power the later on devices, and a respawn stone, so you can select where you respawn at. A fire pit for basic cooking. Forge for creating ingots. Workbench for creating all sorts of stuff. Tailoring bench for clothes. And I haven't made the repair bench yet. So those are the things you put knowledge into. This is the house thing. I made a house called Bill's Buddies. Why not? Does that mean he wants to be in? I don't know. I'll have to go and see. I've not tamed any creatures yet. So that's kind of the inventory system you can get to with I. The other thing is building. You use the B button to bring up this menu. Left clicking selects either wood, magic or decor. Left clicking then selects which pack you're going to use. And left clicking then actually places the item down. You can scroll through the things, and right clicking takes you back through the menu, and B takes you out of the menu. So those are kind of the basic bits that you need in order to get going in this game. And this is the view from the top of our house. Wow. Now then, this may not look like a massive house, but actually there are several thousand wood to create this, and that takes hours and hours and hours to collect. So I would suggest build small until you've got a decent staff, because the better the staff, the more damage it does, the quicker you collect resources. And so it's easier to build bigger later on in the game. But there we go, that's us for now. There's Bill. He's seen better days, needs a bit of a holiday, doesn't he? We'll catch you next time. So thank you, Almasi, for suggesting that I do this series. Let's see how it goes. Bye for now.